Dear brother Kweku Pinkra. And so we're going to play that to you. And the same way we enjoyed it with the audiences who were live at the event, I'm sure that you will too. And so you want to sit back, enjoy the interview. I'm going to go on a quick break. When I come back, I'll be playing the interview for you. I'll quickly introduce it, and then we can get into it. So stick and stay with us. This is Metro TV. We are coming your way live from our studios here at Rage in Accra. And this is the bottom line. Stay with us.
Sometimes the unexpected happens and the hero falls down in his own story. But he needs not stay down for long. Cosmopolitan Health Insurance is your trusted health partner. Whether an individual building a business, with Cosmopolitan Health Insurance, your medical care is our concern. For the best health insurance solutions for corporate institutions, groups and associations, families and individuals, choose Cosmopolitan Health Insurance from our over 700 accredited health service providers nationwide. Call us on 0302 540 668 or 0501 678 547 for all your health insurance solutions. Cosmopolitan Health Insurance, your medical care is our concern.
In life, choice is good, but choice plus safety is way better. Your safety and comfort is paramount. Under the cylinder recirculation model, you can buy LPG in a safe environment. All cylinders are inspected and maintained to the best safety standards, so your safety is assured. Just take your empty cylinder to the nearest exchange point and swap it for a filled cylinder. Different cylinder sizes will be available to meet your pocket size. Imagine cooking in a smoke-free environment. This will improve the health and well-being of you and your family. Choose LPG in a safer model of distribution. Cylinder recirculation model, securing your safety, creating more jobs. A message from the National Petroleum Authority under the patronage of the Ministry of Energy.
Well, so you welcome back from the break. I will not take the wind out of the mail for you. And so I'm going to allow the interview to go on, how the moderation went and the kind of questions that came from the audiences regarding the life of the Chief Executive Officer of the McDan Group. So here we go. That's the interview for you. So let me welcome you all to this segment, which is the fireside discussion of the show entirely. My first question will be very basic and very simple, and I will take it from the MC's conversation. He says it is not all about money. I will ask you, you have the expertise, you have the experience, you have the practical knowledge. The challenges, as Doc was talking about, in the US would obviously be different from Africa. Even within Africa, Ghanaian challenges are different from South Africa, from other parts of the African continent. Is it easy to build a business here in Ghana today?
Well, it's not easy. It's not easy. You can say it's easy and it's not easy, depending on which part you are coming from.
Mm-hmm.
I always tell the youth that it's the mindset and the attitude.
Mm-hmm.
You can give $100,000 to somebody. The person will just destroy the $100,000. Somebody can start with nothing, just like I did, and come out with $1 million. So, depend on which angle you're looking at it. Is the attitude and the mindset.
So let me ask you this before I come to your journey. We keep talking about the attitude, the mindset, but again, in Ghana here, if you want to start, say, a pharmacy, for example, if you want to start agriculture, farming, for example, you need access to capital. Here in Ghana, getting access to capital itself is very difficult. Even if you're able to mobilize from family, from friends, from people that would support you, or even you get from the bank, interest rates would kill you. That cannot be compared to that of Germany or the US and the other um, countries in the world. If you have the mentality, you have the mindset, you have the will, you have the passion, you want to do business, and all the challenges that abound here in Ghana, interest rates, access to capital, and so on and so forth, you still need the mindset and mentality, and you can do it.
You are talking about advanced form of business. You want to start a pharmacy. Do you need to go and start a pharmacy if you don't have money? If you want to borrow to go and start a pharmacy, it makes sense. But if you want to start from somewhere, if I meet somebody who wants to start a pharmacy, I can say, okay, it will take you a year, 2 or 3 to build a pharmacy. But if you have your shop, you have your certificate, you want to borrow money to go and start, or you need a partner who has the money but you have the will, you can join. But if you want to start, the pharmacy is what is on your heart, and you don't have what it takes to start a pharmacy, you can start working for a pharmacy. One of the biggest problems that we have here is to sell. Right. You can never be a king if you are not a self. You haven't been a very good. You can be a king, but what good a king can you be? I mean, whatever you want to do, it pays to start small. The book of Zechariah said the little steps are what is important. So you start with little. I don't know whether you are.
I'm getting it.
Yeah,
I'm getting it very well.
Start little. You should know your position, or you should know your capacity before you start moving.
Okay, so for all of you who are in here and those who may be watching us on television on Thursday, let me come to the basics. And some of us in here have gone with you to your setups to see what you're doing. Let me ask you, people here of you, McDan, Dr. Macaulay, we see you in the entrepreneurial setups here in the country. Who are you?
I have not arrived yet. I want you to get.
You haven't arrived?
Not yet.
Well, maybe let me allow you to speak about yourself. If you say you haven't arrived.
I haven't arrived
You
yet.
haven't arrived.
No. I'm not even half of my real potential. I must be honest with you.
Let me keep it at that. If I go in, it will become a TV interview, but no, we will not do that. But it's difficult to appreciate that you haven't arrived.
Not at all.
Then we haven't started at all. I don't know if anybody agrees with me. We haven't even envisioned or dreamed.
I'm not really joking, but I've not even reached half of my real potential.
Who are you?
I am the street boy who started my logistic business as a messenger.
Messenger.
I've been in the logistic field for 33 years, or 34 years this year. I started as a messenger. I got into logistics as out of necessity, not as something I want to do. I was a very good science student that couldn't pay my fees. I have to look for a job. Start as a messenger.
Errands boy.
Errands boy.
At the time.
At the time.
And what were you doing? You were sending letters, or you were going around taking money?
Cleaning the offices, buy food for my bosses, get there on time, get documents flying left and right center. And I mean, cleaning their shoes and their bags for them after one.
Well, people think today we clean shoes. If we do that, we may never arrive. We may not get to 100th of what you are. Your 50% capacity.
It depends. You see, it depends. One of the speakers talked about humility. That is very, very important in your journey. You should have the sense to serve, and it's all come out from the same attitude. Wealth creation, 70% is your attitude, 25% is your skill, 5% is your knowledge. So if you miss out that 75% of your of what will make you, it's a problem. And within the attitude, embedded in them the word discipline. Need to be very disciplined. So it's like that. So if you see the brand McDan, I always say that the brand McDan is a brand of hope.
Brand of hope.
Yeah, it's a brand of hope for the youth, the young ones. That this is a guy who was once a messenger. I was a driver's mate. I was a construction laborer.
Oh, so you were doing ole on there.
Oh yeah, Accra, Medina, Accra.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, Tudu, from Tudu here to Medina to Tudu back.
With the bus or Trotsky or
Toyota Hayes.
Toyota Hayes.
Yeah, Toyota Hayes. And I graduated to Sprinter.
It's mind-boggling. You know, I used to see your signboards, huge ones, on the aviation road. I think when I was a little younger, and I thought it was a white man's company because I always saw some white man in a hat on the billboard, huge inscription, McDan.
You're right.
And so till I met you, I always thought it was a company from...
You're very right, because McDan is actually 26 years old. It's not a young company. But you see, whenever you are building a company, one of the speakers also said it, never put yourself before your company.
Okay.
Let your company be ahead of you. I ran McDan for 18 years. Nobody knew who
you were.
Yeah. So, people got to know the real McDan when I started supporting the youth.
And the entrepreneurship.
And in the entrepreneurship, doing charity. That's how when people got to know the real McDan.
Let me ask this again about the basic questions. From a trotro mate, a cleaner, you became a driver. So you were graduating.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't drive. You jumped from.
Yeah, my boss got me angry one day, and I fell off there. You see, in trotro, the skills is the truck move before you jump.
Yeah. That's very true. That's very true. If you have run from La Paz to Awushi or Medina to Kasua before, you see, or if you pick trotro from Circle, you would see how we struggle and champion.
The truck
and the mates would follow up.
And my skill, I failed. And my boss left me.
Oh.
So he got to the destination. I was in the car.
But who collected the monies for him?
When he was with me.
Oh.
So I kept the money for 3 days.
Wow.
And he looked for me. And instead of sympathizing with me, he slapped me.
Oh. Because you had the money. He was looking. He needed to do sales to the owner of the car. Sales. But you were keeping the money.
Yes. And I said, okay, then we have to share. At times you need to be tough to get what you want. You have to be principled. I always tell the youth that let your principle be ahead of your desire. Right. At the same time, keeping your humble steps and your humble lips. Immediately your desire get ahead of your principle, you become a very dangerous human being. And that can cause your failure.
So let me again come back to this. I was asking about the fact that you've been trotro mates, you've been a cleaner, you've been an errands boy, you've been anything, you've been on the streets. And today here you are. Even though you are telling us you haven't reached 50% of your capacity, we still want to know practically, how did you do it?
You see, the God factor is always important in whatever you do. I can say that God factor was there for me. Who was I? I mean, did I know I'll get to this stage? Yes, I had the faith. But every journey was scary. Every day was scary. So you wake up every day and you cannot consider yourself resting. You pray every day, you ask God for guidance every day. It's just unfold, but just keep going. Keep embracing the challenges. You don't need to give up. So yes, I knew I will be somebody.
You had the vision.
I had a vision, but it all happened so fast, and I lost all so fast. So you need to be thick in certain aspect of your life without giving up your dream. As you also go, at times you have to be a bit selfish, you have to be a bit selfless. It's all in the mix of becoming successful.
How many businesses do you have now?
For now, I have about 6 very good ones.
Including the salt company
Good sort of.
and the logistics.
Well, I am into logistics. I'm into marine. We have vessels. Very soon, we'll launch the Black Star line. I am into cargo planes. We are connecting after the continental free trade, those who saw it. I'm into hydro. We are one of the biggest hydro companies in West Africa. I'm also into agribusiness. I am into the salt. Salt is now started. We are just mining the coarse salt. We are building a refinery. We'll be building chlor-alkali plant. After that, have an industrial park. Also build a chemical university.
How many people have you employed?
So far, we have
You have it offhand?
close to 7,000.
7,000 people. Oh. So, Prof, with your permission, am I able to describe him as this young man? This young man sits here and tells us that he's still not 50% of his capacity, but has recruited 7,000 people. Please, another round of applause for him. What's the vision?
The vision is impact. You live in a place, you have to create an impact. It's all about impact. We can't leave the space. And this is our country, this is our continent. And every day you see opportunity. Every day you see opportunity in many fields. So you need to create as much impact as you can. It is not about who I am today, but it's what am I leaving behind, right? At the end of the day, my desire will be how many youth have said that if he had not been Dr. Macaulay, I wouldn't have been here. I just want to provide a shoulder. I want to make money. I love money. It's good.
Yeah, we hear you. We watch you on the news. We see you all around chasing money.
Yeah, I've tasted poverty before, and I've tasted
You've been
money.
on the streets.
I wouldn't want to be here. So you provide a shoulder for the youth, they automatically become taller than you. I don't want to be more successful.
Well, I thought you were going to give a round of applause for that. That a very successful, again, young man who believes that he's still arriving anyway, but he wants to provide the platform for us to thrive.
Yeah, that is why we started the Magnan Entrepreneur Challenge.
Yes.
Every year we produce 10 entrepreneurs. Some of those entrepreneurs are earning over $1 million now.
Wow.
Wow. We have the Magdan Youth Connect. From one university to another university, we are building champions. The University Connect is also, it's not about the business, but it's about the mindset. When you enter the McDonald's challenge, it's not about the money given you by the person behind the business. Right. We also have women in business. We support them. We help their businesses with some interest-free loans. So far, we've been able to build over 3,000 women.
Wow.
One small area.
Wow.
So women are very industrious. So we brought them into our foundation to help them scale up and build the business. Ghana, you'll be surprised that the rare entrepreneurs in Ghana are the women. They can make anything happen. So that is what we're doing in terms of business. That's the impact. So at least I don't want to be more successful than my son. Immediately I'm more successful than my son, I'm a failure. I want to see the generation around me more successful than me.
Let me come. Well, that's for all. I see, when I look around, I see entrepreneurs, I see business people. We've seen what Prof has done. We know the Green Hill, and we can talk about some of the challenges he encountered. I reported from how he has changed the phase of not just Green Hill, but the entire university ecospace here in Ghana. But we can talk about some of the challenges that he went through in trying to do that. For you, as a very practical person also, what do you think, or what will you describe as most challenging? What's your most challenging or most difficult
in my entrepreneurial journey
in your life?
My entrepreneurial journey, the most challenging thing for me is human resource.
Human resource?
Yeah, human resource.
How?
Today, as I'm talking to you, I'm employing more people, but I'm firing more people.
Want to explain?
You know, it's the attitude and the mindset.
The attitude and the mindset.
Yeah, I mean, you need to reset every day as you go. That is why you get what you expect. You don't get what you expect. That is my principle. You get what you expect, you never get what you expect in a continent like ours. System and structures. As you move on from the infant to organic to the corporate, the challenging trend is the human resource. So today, as we speak, I have a lot of workers who had to go home.
Because they are not following the structures, or they don't have the mindset, or what's
There
the
must
problem?
be a reset. Right.
In line with government's agenda.
Yeah, and not government agenda.
I mean, the term reset.
The company vision must be aligned with the HR. The employees must understand that, look, this is the path we want to go. This is the way we want to trend. These are the rules. These are the regulations of the company. You just have to slot yourself in, or you're out.
Is it not your business to reorient them, train them, make them into what you want?
Well,
and become somebody like who you are.
When I was doing my MBA, there was a question posted to the class. My answer was very controversial. And my professor didn't understand me.
What was your answer? What was the question?
The question was, how do you motivate a worker, an employee to improve productivity? And they're beautiful answers. That means that the professor asked, after training and all that.
Yes. Yes.
I know what the professor wants to hear. But I told the professor that when I got to my answer, I said the best way to get a worker motivated is when they get to know that he's losing his job tomorrow.
Please, did you get him? Did you get him? He says, and please, those on the mics, kindly boost his mic for me. He says the best motivation for a worker is to put in the mind of the worker that he can lose his job tomorrow. Did I
Not to
quote you
put
right?
in the mind. There must be, you see,
The structure,
the structure
should be.
should work. When you know that to break certain things, you are going home. It's more of a motivation.
Not fear and panic.
No, it's not fear and panic.
It's a motivation for
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
For you, it's a motivation.
It's a motivation.
The professor did what? He agreed with you.
I go 100%.
I'll be rounding up very soon. And again, I said to you that this will be live on Metro TV tomorrow. And so if the mics can be made available for me, we would ask you to raise your hand. You mention your name, maybe what you do, and we'll give you 30 seconds or a minute to put across your questions. So prepare your questions. You'll have to make it as brief and concise as possible. I will ask my maybe one last or two questions, and then we can allow you to join in the conversation. So we are getting into the era of technology. We actually are social media, AI, and all of this. Well, let me come from the fact that how different is it from the period you began, the challenges that abounded, and now, how is there some form of dynamism for you? Are we facing the same challenges as young people today? And then what do you think will be the way forward for us?
For me, social media has brought us closer to the world than ever before.
Mm-hmm.
It should be easier for young people in this technological age to start businesses than our time.
Mm-hmm.
So they are fortunate. But at the same time, it's very dangerous for the continent, depending on how you pick it. AI can create a lot of problems for us if we don't manage it well.
Are you able to tell us maybe one or two how it will create problems for us?
You know, our continent is still growing. And we can grow with AI, but it depends on how we embrace it. If we don't embrace it well. You see, in Europe, they have structures. They have systems. They are, we are in the labor-intense market, not the technological market. Technologies, we are now getting there. That's why I use the word technology has brought us closer to Canada than the last 20 years. To America than in the last 20 years. Something can happen today, you can get to know the next second, right here.
Exactly.
In those days, we were using pager or yam phone, Mobitel. Right. Now we are using smartphone. So that brought us closer. But at the same time, as we introduce AI into our businesses, right, we must be careful because the job market is at risk, a serious risk, depending on where you find yourself. It's good for me as an entrepreneur. It's good for me as an employer because I've introduced one of two things which have made me very efficient, but I was able to cut job.
Sack people.
Not really, cut job.
You sack people.
Cut.
Please, are you not enjoying Doug? You want to give him a final round of applause, and so I will now give you the opportunity. So I'll move from here. Yes, 3 people there. I'll have 3 people here, and I'll have 3 people, and then 3 people. So pray from. Let me begin with him. Please, you mention your name. You tell us who you are, where you are from, and then as brief and concise as possible your question.
Okay, my name is Benedictus Achuagonto, founder of Living Fire Limited Company. We produce charcoal briquette from coconut waste.
Charcoal
briquettes, smokeless charcoal from coconut waste.
Right.
Sir, I would like to know, how do you balance family life with the tedious stress entrepreneurial journey brings? How do you combine them? Thank you, sir.
Okay, so I'll have the next. I'll take
one
the lady.
male, one female.
Yes, let me take the lady.
Good afternoon, please. I'm Jacqueline Arthur. I'm a nurse educator.
Please, I would like to ask. It seems all entrepreneurs, most of them are philanthropists. I would like to know at what time in your life do you have to engage in that activity as a young entrepreneur? Thank you.
And maybe CSR too. We can add to that. Yes. So let's take the last one from there.
Thank you very much. My name is Alexander Pialuta from AG Creative Limited. I want to find out, in every business there's ups and downs. And I want to find out if you have ever encountered that challenge. And if yes, what motivates him to move on forward to where he is today? Thank you.
Okay. Right. So please allow me, let him answer these first three questions and then we can.
You have to, the last question, you have to be moved by something. You have to be very purposeful about something. As an entrepreneur, you love money, right? You love money. You are not lazy. You want to make impact. You want to be very successful in your life. That's the lowest of motivation. I hope you understand. If you understand the end game, it's easier to go through fire to achieve what you ever want to achieve. The risk aspect in an entrepreneurship, it can be defined in many ways. You need to take risks. You need to be brave. You need to be courageous. You need to be resilient. Get what you want, but not forgetting the integrity aspect. Your integrity must stand tall. Understand? So problems will come. I was on a panel and I was asked, my biggest failure. For a moment, I lost it. Honestly, I don't see my unfortunate situation, my business collapsing and all. I've built many businesses that all collapsed. Don't see that as a failure. It's part of the journey. The opposite of success is not failure. If you are an entrepreneur, it's never failure. Because failure is part of the journey. So how can it be the opposite of failure? So you must like what you do. I got into logistics out of necessity. I was hungry. Hunger catch me. And I said, look, I don't want to be hungry. And I have to work day and night. I was eating once a day because I was purposeful. If I eat twice a day, the following day I won't have anything to eat. So that is the reality. You read my book, right? I wrote a book, The Path of an Eagle, Despair, Hope, and Glory. Get one. I'll give you about 200 copies. Okay. So that I was trained by an illiterate local woman. Very, very, very tough. My mother will make sure I never lose any fight. When there is a fight, my mother says you have 3 rounds. If you lose the first one, go back again. If you win the second one, you left with the last round. If in the last round you are losing, it bites the person. My mother, you cry home, my mother will chase you back. Go and complete the fight, never cry home. So that is business. That is literally how you fight into business. Everybody might think you're going down, but you have some innate fight on to win. It's not every time you win anyway, but you have to make an effort. Right? You just don't give up. Family life and business. It's a very difficult thing, but you also don't want to a woman you choose is very important. If you want to be an entrepreneur, a woman is very important. A lot of women will not understand you because as an entrepreneur, you don't have time to even sleep. Whilst your friends, your compatriots are sleeping, you'll be up looking out for strategies. You can't sleep the normal 8 hours. You want to be a very successful person. I said this on many platforms, a lot of people fought me. Right? Because we, the young coming, we're sleeping too much. Let's be sharp. You wake up in the morning, You know when to have your strategy, go for your jogging, come back, have fresh mind, always on the run. Right. Okay, philanthropist. Please don't go there. Take your time. As a young entrepreneur, don't go towards CSR and philanthropy. It doesn't add up if you want to be very successful. This part of the world, it's a very difficult thing to do CSR. Immediately you start, you are dead. And you don't do it for show. You do it because you want to do it. I went into philanthropy because of my background, where I'm coming from. Right. I came from a place where there is no hope. I said, let me give hope back. It's been tough. It's still tough because the whole world at you for help. You cannot build your business trying to give back. Focus and build your business for some place and know that, okay, I'm taking this percentage of my business for this support. So let's focus.
Right.
If, let's say, you have a foundation who say, okay, I'm passing something through you to give to somebody. Volunteerism is very important. Do it. But don't take your capital that you are starting business and say, look, I want to share. Be careful. I've been there before. I know what I'm telling you.
All right, so because of time, I'll take the last round of questions. Maybe there are too many hands, but I'll take just about 4 in a row, and then I'll round it up. So please, who has a mic? Let me start from here, 2, and then I'll go. Yes, please. Oh, you have it.
Yeah.
Honorable, do I give you the chance because you've had the opportunity to spek early on? Or
No,
you
it's
go
about
ahead?
such a
Yes, it was.
Yeah, please, can I speak Tree?
Fair enough.
Thank you. Pamucho, me yeah, unit committee member. This is my second time. Me by me who say, yesubanya yekita wa maiwe muno. And me juma bebri egu. And inti me dia to me who say me empower unit committee members across the country. I've been to 7 regions already. Me wa proposal your friend say omambapa was said here anything. I was say yen mpanyimfo no yeti adwuma ase ansa na citizens so ati omodwuma ase se eba saa enchechire no koso mo a enye classroom enchechire na emo no public enchechire efie enchechire no ebe ma se umo obi 10 cities se onfanye adwuma at the few years no ubenya more than that because of independent assessor embo be na wo ma yen so a ye wo former ye unit committee members a yebetima aba up.
Okay.
Na ya nya hondin e dey aboa ye electoral areas no.
Okay.
Net masisa.
Okay. So, he's something like a trainer of trainers, if I should put it that way, from a unit committee member point of view. So how can we support people like that to also support the people on there?
Just like the partnership we just signed. If you have a proposal, send it to Kingsley, and we can look at it.
Right. Yes, let me take you, and then I'll take the lead.
Okay, thank you. My name is Ifasquote, founder of CEO Groups.
This project a bit for.
My name is Ifasquote, founder of CEO Groups. I just want to ask this question. In your success story, I didn't catch where you said, or if you actually said it, who were the people, or did you have people to hold your hands across the journey while growing up? Were people there for you? Because in this era, when people are not there for you, it becomes very difficult starting up something. Thank you.
All right. So let me take the lady. Please, let me take the lady here.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. I'm Ndungo Wera Louis. My business is Wera Louis Ventures. The community development, women empowerment, and youth is at heart. The major thing I'll speak about is the share business that I have. My question is, how is one able to balance academia and entrepreneurship. If you have high dreams of going the highest you can in the academic ladder, whilst also thinking of ways of impacting your community through the business you have, how are you able to balance the two?
So building your business
Thank
and
you.
academics,
Yes, thank
balancing
you.
them.
Yes.
That one we have Prof here. So, but,
One last one on the
let
show.
me pick him. Yes, he will still speak to it. He will speak to it. He will speak to it.
Thank you for the opportunity. My name is Derry Elijah, a two-time KNUSCSLC presidential aspirant. My question to Magdan is, what is the single most difficult decision you had to make in your entrepreneurial journey, and how did you know it was the right one?
Okay.
Okay. The lady's question. I dropped out of school for 15 years to pick my business up. I got admission. I said, no, I cannot combine the two. So I focus on my business. That might not be you. You might be a different person. I focused on my business for 15 years before I went back to pick a degree. Pick my first degree. And I went back to work. I did not need a second degree. But I pursued a second degree because of my children. And also for there's something called self-actualization. Miss Sumi will happy. I'm also here, so you know. So after first degree, I went back to school. And my second degree was a difficult part of my journey because it was tough. Imagine there's something called discipline. I tell people it's not easy that you have so much money. You are sitting in the class. Subject yourself for D's and C's from professors that you can pay them and pay for the whole school. You have to take a motorbike and meander through the traffic, go and sit down, and be very respectful. The professor look at your face and tell you a lot of things. How how bad you are, and all those things, you know. And also, it's a journey you have to go. You have to look at your business first if you want to be an entrepreneur, and what you want. Okay, somebody also asks people like Professor Adair. He gave me admission to GIMPA, right? And he was there to say, okay, choose this course, don't choose. He mentored me. I just went because I needed a degree. Had somebody in that field, I said, okay, I want to do this course. He was there for me. He gave me admission after when they had closed admission. That is the difference when you meet the right people on your journey. So it's not tough, but you can manage the two. You have to be purposeful, and you have to know what you want. The word is attitude. You have to be disciplined.
All right, so let me pick the last round of questions. Yes. In fact, I've gone beyond 9 minutes, so let me pick the last round of questions.
Thank you so much. I think some of my questions have been answered. Thank you so much, Dr. Macaulay. I was part of the team that visited your company. Oh my God, it was such an inspirational tour. Thank you. So my first question, the first business you started, some of us here have the passion, have the determination. I would like to ask, how did you start practically? Did you get help from people? Had you saved some money? Did you start from your mother's hall, like we hear stories about other people? I would like to find out how practically you started. And the second question is, you also talked about the businesses that have, in quotes, failed. I would like to know, at what point do you quit? Because you keep encouraging us to keep pushing. So at what point do you realize that I can't keep pushing? I just have to close this business and maybe consider another one. My name is Nana, and I run a business called Ad Brand. We are into the production of plantain chips and distribution of Ghana-made natural juices. Thank you.
Okay, let me take that quickly. Because that's a very important question. I started my business without money. I was working for somebody. Somebody asked a question. Those who help you, then I can say that if I owe somebody in my life, for doing something great for me, a man who gave me a job as a messenger in a logistics company is still my friend till today. I served him, and I served him very well. As a messenger, he graduated me to be clerk, alley officer, warehouse officer, all the way to senior supervisor. And I became a general manager, the same company. I left that company not because of money, because I saw opportunities. During that time, I was buying maize. The little money I have, I go to the hinterland to buy maize. Maybe at the right time, you see that the multiple streams of income when you are young. It's not easy, but you have to be disciplined to have 1 or 2 or 3 multiple streams of income while you build your dream. I went to the hinterland to buy maize during bumper harvest. I put it in the warehouse. Late season, I bring it to Agbobroshi. I was making more money than even, I made a lot of money. During my training by maize, I realized that they have a lot of coffee, the Robusta coffee. I started buying coffee for exports. So that's how, little by little, I built some kind of capital. Okay, my shipping business, don't forget, is basically a service industry. At times we mix service industry with production and manufacturing. But you are in the service industry, you have to be very careful. So it's basically service. So I serve my client well. I walked to my boss and I told him that I want to leave. Not that I walked to him I went to his house. He asked me why. The day I told him I want to leave, it took me 1 year to leave him. Because he increased my salary 4 times. And I told him it's not about the money. It's not
to
about
keep you there.
Yeah, I mean, he was very honest. I'm very honest with him. Not nowadays you are working at the place. No, anybody who gives you an opportunity, you need to respect that opportunity. You cannot just write resignation letter today and tell your boss, I'm resigning tomorrow. That person fed you. That person fed your family. That person fed you either a year or 2. Even if he fed you 1 month, 6 months, that person is your God. So you have to respect whoever gave you a job, an appointment letter. I went to his house. He said I should give him 3 months. I gave him 3 months. He asked for another 3 months. I gave him 3 months. He gave us another 6 months. I gave him 6 months. I have dreams also. And I have to serve him. Till I left. When I left, most of the customers in his company all came to me. I said, no, go back. I took all of them back. Some said, no, the service you give us, we cannot. I saw a lot of opportunities in those fields, and most of the opportunities too is risk-based. I cannot sit in somebody's business. I'm using his business to take my risk. I can't do that. Morally is wrong. So whatever you are doing, be morally upright, and God will bless you for that. So this is the balance. It's a difficult thing, but you have to be conscious of that.
It's a round of applause, a round of applause. I think on this note, a very resounding note. Please forgive me. Kindly, another round of applause. But please forgive me. What I'm going to ask Kingsley to do is to still collate our questions. And if there can be a Zoom session eventually with you and some of your entrepreneurship sessions, if Kingsley is around, we can.
But I can also interact with you. You can go to YouTube, Magdan Ambassadors, magdanambassadors.com. You can put your questions there. I can come online directly and we can have one-on-one chat.
And that's a very good opportunity for all of us. So, Chief, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I have enjoyed it, and I did enjoy it when I was doing the host, and I'm sure you did too. What we have agreed on is to have McDan and other seasoned people, maybe live sessions in the studio here, and get people to come and ask their own questions. And for those of you who may not be able to bring or come in live or in person to ask your own questions, you may be able to forward them to us online or through our email, and then we'll get them answered for you. But it is all to continue a motivation to continue supporting the ecospace of employment creation and getting jobs for young people here in the country. And that is why we are at this, the bottom line. On Tuesdays, that is why we get on Business Edge. On Thursdays, that's why we get on Business Edge. I'll go for my final break. When I come back, I'll just round up. So stick and stay with us. You're welcome back from the break, but unfortunately, I have to take leave of you. I had to stay back only to sign off for you. But I hope you have enjoyed the entire conversation with Mr. McDan. I have enjoyed it, and I'm sure that you can still find it online on Metro TV news pages, on Chairman Kwesi Afriye's page, on all social media platforms. You can get it on Facebook, on X, on all of the media platforms. And you can keep watching it, keep listening to it, keep analyzing it, and use it to build yourself. Use it to build your business. If you're a startup, if you're an entrepreneur or whatever it is, just build yourself, build your business. Let's be able to, together with you and I, be able to tell the same story in the next year, the next 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, or whatever years to come. Let's also be able to train the up-and-coming ones and inspire them. This is why we are here, and I keep saying that our focus on bottom line always is to make sure that in the space of business, in the space of economic discussions, in the space of the country's development, whether it is the financial sector, from the banking industry, whether it is agric, whether it is aviation, whether it is whatever that you can think of which falls under economy here in Ghana, our focus primarily is to motivate the creation of employment, to support, to facilitate the creation of jobs and employment. And so we'll round it up here, but thank you very much for staying with us tonight and doing the watching. My name is Kwesi Afriye, and this has been The Bottom Line. Good evening.
Welcome to Cook Africa, straight to the Ashanti region. Hey, well, I'm talking about boy, you go back there today. Even a few days ago, you were offended. You and this character went government.
Ginger, the ball knuckle. Or the ama spices, the ama salt. We bet my chance. Or the mama money. Mama money they call. Debbie, welcome, go cake.
So my grandmother took care of me. Okay. So she actually taught me how to do it.
Anyway, I go there.
Digital alone doesn't solve problems.
You were a waiter.
Yes.
You were waiting tables.
Yes.
Were you doing well? Were you polite? Or you were traumatizing the guest?
Oh, I was. The interesting part about being a waiter is the tips, basically.
Oh, yes.